Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxies. So, we have been a bit busy with our vendor. Got 120-ish items on it. Had to actually set up our factory outside. So now we have a wearables factory to make things because I had no jewelry settings. So there's a lot of things I could not make, and I was running into problems actually making things. Plenty of ingredients, not enough jewelry settings. So making some things like the, what was it, the pattern slip dress we didn't get to make. Actually, we should go through these really quick and find all the ones that had jewelry settings from a crate and make them. Like this one. Before we get started, we need to reset options. I actually lost patience with Windows 10 and reloaded my laptop to Windows 7. Good enough. So, you know. Put that there. That there. What else I need? Trim. Metal. Good enough. Not really much to this, is there? This really would be one of those things that should be made to order. That's a good color. We'll do it in that. Okay. So what's the next thing? Grand ball gown we didn't get a chance to make. There we go. Probably the same deal as the other one. Synthetic cloth. Some trim. Kind of an interesting color combination there. The green. I wouldn't wear it, but you know. There we go. Kind of a misty, dark color. That's what we're going for. Grand Healer's robe. Yep, same thing. Didn't get a chance to make one of these. So here's the dilemma. We have one jewelry setting here. Stray one in a crate. Can't really do much with that. But there are other opportunities. To use it. Alright, let's take a look at this sucker. That's a fairly common color. That's kind of cool. There we go. Alright, what else we got? Definitely need this one. We can use up that one jewelry setting in here. So there's a jewelry setting. Alright. Huh. Things is using up lots of our stray materials. Okay. Want to make something fairly appealing. That's pretty plain. That's pretty cool. We'll go with that. Alright, what else we got? Just not get a chance to make this either. I think I like the blue. That blue. Not with gold. That's good. Blue and silver. Alright, and we made the rest. So now let's go upstairs and put this stuff on the vendor. And hopefully somebody will come visit soon. Okay. Luxurious gown is a bargain at 1,000. Grand ball gown. It's probably a steal at 1,400. Yeah, really, I could sell this stuff in town on the auction block and not really lose any money. And this is also see, that's the problem. Nobody really needs any clothes. It's kind of why I'm doing this first. 1,400. Maybe it'll be an impulse buy if somebody comes by to buy something else. Grand Healer's Robe. Simple enough. All right. I don't remember where I left off, but I would like to use up some of these materials. So I suspect I made it to headwear. So we're probably about halfway. Give me a second to go through this list. And what do you know? None of the headwear is in my price list yet. So I'll add this. And yeah, I'm going straight down the list, so that way I don't miss anything. It was easier than doing everything by skill level, especially since I'm not pricing things out that way. This just makes it easier. And then I'm sorting it alphabetically, so that'll work out really well. Until I need to find something by level or type. Because I wasn't smart enough to do a column for that. Yes, I'm just typing all these into my sheet. Rather poorly, of course. Terrible spelling today. And this falls back to the old adage that you're not the only one doing these, so obviously other people have customers already. So 20, it's 90. Decorative headdress, which is that could be a spaceship for all I know. That takes a lot of material. 110 units. All right. Doesn't matter. It's still pretty cheap at my store. Head wraps are cheap, 22 units of material. I know people selling those for serious cash. That is weird looking. Don't know that I have avian meat. Hold on. Let's go find out. Insect. I do. What a shock. I actually have something unusual and weird. weird part about being a vendor is you gotta price your stuff so you can weather the time when you don't have any customers, because there's a lot of those times. So you got to make it through those times. And that's not always easy if you have no other source of income. All right. Almost done, and then we get to go make the stuff. And won't that be fun? The jackets are gonna go. That's the biggest one, I think. The jackets. There's a lot of necklaces too. And I believe there's a lot of pants. Once we get through pants, we're on the home stretch. That was easy. Sun guard. This goes a lot quicker when you're not pricing everything out. And you can just make stuff. Man, we're going to use a lot of synth cloth. Synthetic cloth. Synth cloth. Gonna have to make some more crates sometime soon. That one might be a little hard. I think I got all the stuff for it. All right. Now we just gotta make all this junk. You know, the beauty of tailoring is the only experimentation you really have to worry about is color. And the problem being is that not everybody likes every color, so that's why you get to take orders. I could get that color as the trim. Not really an option though. So I guess we're going with that. All right. There we go. I'm probably going to run out of space here in a second. Let's see if we can move something into our pack. There, that worked. Yeah. Hey, we got it. Yeah, I think we're going to run out of space. The final frontier. Because these backpacks are definitely not endless. Oh, gonna sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's not good. Okay. They're all full. What do I got left? We can do that. Bone. Got bone. Alright. No bone crest, it kind of makes sense. Should have bone with it. They're actually pretty cheap. That's always been one of my favorite colors. So we'll do ours in that color. These take special stuff, so we're not going to do that one. So we'll do a worm hat. Call it a day. Nice little happy worm hat. Also looks like a fez. There you go, worm hat. There we go. Okay, give me a sec to do some math here. all listed up. Like I said, pricing things is tailor is easy. You either price them at whatever you want, you price them at a certain percentage per skill level, you price them at a certain percentage per ingredient, quantity of ingredients, but since all your resources are very cheap, I really have never seen the point of huge markups, other than to deter people from completely buying you out. Which happens. Okay. And our vendor is advertised across the planet, so we have that going for us, which is nice. These are going to be all out of order. And yep, these are my prices. That's no mistake. You're not seeing me doing anything other than what I've been doing the whole series, which is 4 credits per unit of material used, which should be viable if things start selling. And once we get through clothing, we'll get into things that are more desirable, and that should help. And I really wish I could have been on more this weekend to create some things, draw some people in. I've watched people go by, so that's hopeful. The real pain in the butt is when this stuff doesn't sell and it expires back to the vendor and you've got to relist it. Now here's the fun thing. Being a master merchant, I have a vendor item limit of 4,000 items per vendor. And I can have 12 vendors. So that works out pretty cool. All right, so sort our spreadsheet so it's back to normal. Nope, not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Look at all them jackets. That is a lot of jackets. So once we get through the jackets and the necklaces, it's all downhill from here. But I'll tell you what, we got a lot of material. What is it? B? Yeah. Got a lot of material. Got our master tailor tag up. I don't know that it'd be worth it to go any town even. I really don't. What to do? Let's see how our other character is doing. You guys have seen my characters before, so it's not like that's a big secret. Okay, and we are working on surveying. Could probably bang that out pretty quick, actually, right here. As you can see, we got quite a good bit of aluminum. And a little bit of steel. Not nearly enough for what I wanted to do, but it's a good start. So the aluminum that is right here is Briswicis. Briswicis. Now let us sample the Briswicis. And 13 each. That's not going to take too long. Get that big surveying 2 box. I'd love to finish this. Maybe by this weekend we'll have finished surveying. So I would really love to get that Master Artisan box and start actually making some useful stuff. think we need a boatload of steel, not just a metal. Let's find out. Yeah, we need steel and metal to make the projectile pistol barrels that we need. And we need about 10, maybe 100,000 of them. So we need a lot. It's like 1.6 million units of steel and 1 million units of metal. That's a lot. But hey, we can get it. Just gotta mine for it. Hopefully steel comes back around. I would be very happy when we have enough to do it. About halfway there. And again, life of an artisan. Collecting materials. Getting materials that were worth making something out of. Is that guy chasing squill? Bowcats. Or both. Well, at least he's going that way. Yep, squill. Hey, on top of that, we're getting 7 or 8 units of aluminum per time. That just leaves us 900,000 to go. With what we have, we can actually make a few boxes of experience. So let's explore those a little bit. So we got weaponsmith. And you can do melee weapons, which takes you up this tree. There's a master swordsmith. You can make a stun baton, vibro axe, vibro lance. You can do firearms. I think that's what we're going to do first, is firearms. harvesters. Mostly so we can get the more parts to make. And munitions. You can do munitions. But this is the one that gets you more assembly and more experimentation. And you are nothing until you finish this line and get master. Because that's a huge jump. Plus 25 is... Okay, where is it? Yeah. It's the same with Armor Smith. You don't get actually any recipes for this tree, so it's a really hard one to take. But each one of these, your stuff gets a little bit better every time you make it. Screw you, I'm not moving again. Same with surveying. We don't actually get any new stuff. We get a little bit better at it. And even a little bit better still. And even more better. Betterer. And that's kind of important. It's not a horrible skill. 10,000 points is not hard to get. I mean, basically you're standing in one spot drilling. And we are not getting anything. Oh, there we go. And all the while we're doing this, our harvester is picking it up as well. So that works out pretty well all around. Pretty sure we're probably going to run out of power tomorrow. I don't have anything down on power right now, so... But this is important. Get as much as we can. And then we'll see what cycles up next. So we'll pick it up and take it with us. They're not expensive. I think it was only like 12,000 for one of these. The bigger one, of course, would do better, but the bigger one was also 6 times as expensive and didn't give as big a return and takes up more slots. Because for everything you put down, you lose a lot. Or 2, or 3, or 4. And we only have 4 left after that huge house. So we don't necessarily want to get trapped into having no lots left and stumble into something where we can drop it. So it's always a good idea as an artisan to carry harvesters with you. So we're actually gonna get to that practice when we start working on Architect, and make sure that we have all the minings stuff we can on us at all times, and power and money to pay rent. And once we do that, then if we stumble across something high like this in the high 80s, we can pursue it right then without having to run back and get one. I am going to get a box today. I swear I am. It's going to be surveying. This is taking way too long for me to get this done. And yeah, I'll do another box or two off camera. Or actually, I probably will do both off camera. But you know what? I'm going to get them done. So there's very little point to pursuing anything further since we don't have the resources right now. And getting weaponsmith up is not going to be easy. What I may do is I may do another combat episode where I do missions to get the spare 700k that I'm going to need to buy the grind kit to finish it, and just buy it and do it and get it done. And then it's going to be another 700k for the armorsmith one, and we'll get that done. And then we will be master weaponsmith, master armorsmith, master artisan. So yeah, I may do that. I may just do a combat episode where I do missions again. I haven't done that for a long time. We probably could use the 700k to get that just ripped out. At least that'd be more interesting than watching me pick up aluminum off the ground. I forget how much missions pay out. I think it's like 20, maybe 15,000. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've had to run missions. So maybe we'll just do that and get the 1.4 million for both. Shouldn't take too long. So we're getting 14k each. That's 1,000 missions. It's 500 trips out. That's probably 2 days worth of missions. It's not bad. We could do that. That way, we don't have to waste these resources on making pistol barrels. We just have to make warheads and stuff. I think. Or grenades or something. I don't remember what it is for the grind. Last time I did pistol barrels, I think it was 100,000 of them. And 100,000 pistol barrels is fairly extreme. Unfortunately, if we went to town and did this, we would get less experience and we would find less stuff. But when we get this box, we should get more experience, so the next box should come in about the same amount of time. I'm really happy this resource is at 88%, because it does put us in a good position to get a lot of hits on it, even though we do get a few misses. The extra plus 20 surveying should help. I hate buying grind kits for master crafting classes. It seems like such a waste. You just throw the resources away, basically. And also throw away almost 2 million credits, so there is that to go with it. But I will tell you, this is pretty exhausting, just sitting here, doing nothing. So, I'm sure I'm boring you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to go to town and train. And then we'll pick up tomorrow with some combat missions to liven things up a little bit. But that should get us in a good state to move on to the next stage of this project. And I gotta get back to the house and rename it so that it's more appealing for people to come in and see. But our clothing vendor is on the planetary board, and it also advertises. I don't think you can see my house from here. No. Boy, there's a lot of them. But there we are. Right there. That's the big problem with this server. There are so many people that sell things. Food isn't completely saturated yet. Housing is. Resources definitely is. Yeah, weapons definitely is. Well, it's kind of sad. And nobody has any reason to come all the way out here when they got all these other vendors to shop at. It's good for the consumer to see an abundance of vendors because they can buy things. It's not great for the vendors because I'm competing with 30 other people for the same items. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I will finish this up and we can do that combat episode. And that'll be a lot more interesting. You guys seem to like those. And it does kind of fit in since I'm using that to support my artisan. It's really hard to just be an artisan. So having a combat character is very helpful, especially when you need 2 million credits to master your skill. So we'll do that. But I'm going to finish this up, and I still got 700 and something points to go, and I'm getting 13 each time, so it's going to have to hit like 60 more times. So that's going to be a bit, probably another half an hour or so. But we'll finish it up, we'll get this going, we'll get that box trained, and then tomorrow we'll do missions on Tatooine or someplace and get some money, and then from there we will pump out weaponsmith and armorsmith, and I still got to finish droid engineer. So at some point we're going to have to do that, and I think I actually have the parts to do that, I just haven't done it yet. So we'll do droid engineer, weaponsmith, and armorsmith, and then we will be able to craft pretty much everything. Except ships, but I don't think anybody can do ships, so we're getting there. And then we'll just actually have to sit down when I have some time and make some stuff. Just 200 items is not the best helpful thing to do. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching these. Even the boring ones where we do this, but Artisan is not always the most exciting thing. I kind of wish it was, because it'd be nice to have an economy to work with and some things to do, but the sad reality is the economy in this game is pretty well screwed because of the age of some of the characters on this server who have infinite amounts of money, can take a loss or pretty much give everything away and not worry about it and still make money. So it's hard to find a niche, and we're going to try to do that when we come back to actually doing things, but we need to get a vendor stocked first. Once we get the vendor stocked, then we can actually be more mobile. Go into town, put things up in the auction, or not auction, but just for sale on the board. The prices that I'm charging for things all pretty much fit on the sale prices that you can sell things for on the market board. And then we can go sit in the cantina and see if anybody's looking for anything. But since most of them are unfortunately bots, that makes it hard for a tailor to make anything. Sometimes you can give stuff away though, but that's not always the best option. So we'll have to figure out what works best to make money in this game in its current state, and we'll take it from there. But for now, that's it for this episode. That's it for the artisan side for a couple of days. Now we're going to go make some money to boost our artisans, and I hope you look forward to that. But I'll catch you guys then, and I'm going to try to be back tomorrow. I've kind of been skipping some days because of computer frustration and trying to get this set up and working, and now I got it working, so kind of happy about that. And I don't think it looks too horrible, and I don't think it plays too horrible. But now I can at least record it in 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second instead of 1280 by 1060 or whatever it was doing, or whatever. I don't know. It was really downgrading the quality, and I didn't like that. So we will we got this down now. As long as we don't get too advanced with the games, I can do stuff. So we're gonna do that. Anyway, see you guys later.